Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Daily Gaming News here at the new Byte. My name is Alsis, your host, and let's just jump right into it. First bit of news is actually huge because the creator behind the Grand Theft Auto V cheat Elusive, Johnny Perez, got actually now ordered to pay $150,000 in damage back to Take-Two, the publisher behind Rockstar Games' game GTA V. As reported by Torrent Freak, a federal court ordered Perez to pay Take-Two $150,000 in damages and forbade him from creating or distributing any cheats based on or modifying Take-Two's games. The company filed a case against Perez last August, accusing him of copyright infringement by creating and distributing Elusive, which could give players infinite in-game money, break NPC AI, etc. The chief was previously sold online at prices ranging from $10 to $30, depending on the package. Well, hopefully Perez has a good money stack on his bank account, because this is insane. And on the other side, it also shows that cheating is just not worth it. In actual bad news, we have Activision Blizzard, who is going to cut a lot of jobs in their house. Activision Blizzard is having their financial call tomorrow on Tuesday, and it is expected that they will also report not only some negative numbers based on previous experiences that we've seen so far with the companies, but also that jobs will be cut in order to save costs. The rumor has been coming around quite a lot, and now last night Bloomberg reported that the layoffs would take place on Tuesday, number in the hundreds. When contacted earlier this week by Kotaku about the upcoming layoffs, a spokesperson for Activision did not respond to requests for comment. A spokesperson for Blizzard declined to comment, twice even. And it's going back and forth. The CFO of Activision actually got a 10 million sweetener in US dollar. That was given him just so he could join the company. And now these things come around where he would say, okay, so you have millions of dollars just for some higher ups, whose job basically is just to be the head of everything, but nothing else. And the people that actually need to do some work, those jobs are going to cut. Well, there could be at least one or two explanations because, for example, with Blizzard, the last game they actually published since 2016 was only Overwatch. And on Activision's side, yes, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was still again one of the most successful console games of all time, but also Destiny is now leaving, and Destiny 2 is now completely owned by Bungie even, so that whole IP is gone from Activision. And of course Activision themselves also had support staff, also employed and actively working, of course, to promote Destiny 2. And now that that's gone, those people that have been employed for that specific role at Activision are now also without a job in sense of having not much to do. There seems to be limited chances for them to go over to other teams, but so far these jobs are the ones that are really afraid of being axed out on Tuesday. This comes also with different news because actually the Swedish tax agency targets King with $389 million fine. King is now also owned by Activision Blizzard, and that publisher was a major contributor to, of course, the overall stock value of the Activision Blizzard package, and now said that the nation missed out on 3.6 billion Swedish kronor, which is roughly 389 million at the time of writing. Since Activision Blizzard now owns King, it's likely to be the one responsible for paying that fine. So yeah, there's much more coming around with that. It's insane. I'm very sorry for stuttering a little bit, but yeah. So Activision Blizzard is quite in some trouble, and the financial call that will happen on Tuesday will definitely be interesting to listen into. We will report, of course, about what we can find out until Wednesday and let you know in the Daily Game News. What's actually making a comeback is actually the Electronic Arts stock market rally, because after the investors call on Tuesday, February 5th, actually it dropped quite large, around $10, and then shortly after Apex Legends came out and it basically saved everything again. And not only that, the value seems to be rising again compared to the previous week. So yeah, Apex Legends, another great success, is basically saving EA again from dropping off too much. Interesting. Just crazy how things turn out sometimes. On the other hand, Blacklight Retribution is shutting down, and All in-game items that are in the game are now available for free. And you only have like 1 month time left because the PC servers will shut down for good on March 11th. Until then, however, it says here, everything in the PC store is unlocked and free. You'll be able to continue playing the PlayStation 4 version since that doesn't require a hard suit to maintain servers, but you can no longer migrate your PC account over to PlayStation, unfortunately. So, Blacklight Retribution fans, if you want to continue playing, I guess you have to go over to PlayStation 4. And in kind of sad news, Shaggy will not be in Mortal Kombat 11. That's it. Has been confirmed. Moving on. Devil May Cry director says if Smash Bros. Fans want Dante from the Devil May Cry series, they have to ask Capcom for his games on the Nintendo Switch, and then apparently there will be a chance for him to come over to Smash Bros. He says, well, that's the thing. Devil May Cry has never been on a Nintendo platform, Itsuno explained. So it seems like the first thing to do would be to get Capcom to put Devil May Cry on a Nintendo platform in some way, shape or form, whatever game that might be. So yeah, let's go and actually ask Capcom to have it on the Nintendo Switch, and maybe in the step after that we can add him as a DLC to Smash Bros. Ultimate. But in the meantime, we can enjoy the Steam Game Awards, which had its own actual stream happening last week. And we saw now that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is Game of the Year in 2018, and the VR Game of the Year is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim VR Edition, of course. Best Developer is CD Projekt Red and Labor of Love GTA V. Such an old guy, but still, it's interesting how these things come back. Best Environment still is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and Better with Friends is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Alternate history goes, of course, to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Most Fun with a Machine, Rocket League. And that has been the Steam Awards. Going a little bit to movie news, the Paul W.S. Anderson Monster Hunter movie now has an official release date, and it's coming out on September 4th, 2020. And the Studio Ghibli veterans are making a No Kuni movie with the Level 5 developer team. This one has not yet a release date, but it seems to be that it's not taking too long anymore to come out. It says here, Warner Bros. Japan didn't specify a date for the Ni no Kuni's film's summer debut and didn't provide any details about plans to distribute the movie outside Japan. It's likely that it will be a while before it's in front of international audiences, if that's in the cards at all. Yes, so summer of this year apparently already, and only in Japan. And before we end the show, we have 2 trailers that are linked, of course, in the video description down below. The first one is Away, Journey to the Unexpected, and I think it just looks amazing. Just look at these graphics. Very interesting, very stylized. I like it. Of course, we also have BlazBlue Central Fiction Special Edition, the launch trailer for Nintendo Switch. Finally, a BlazBlue game on Nintendo Switch. Haven't played one since PlayStation 3, I think. So that's going to be interesting. I definitely want to try it out. And we have, of course, the Anthem Launch trailer, as this is very soon. February 15th for those who have premium access stuff accounts everywhere, I think on Xbox and a PC. And of course, February 22nd, next week, for everyone else at the latest. We will make sure, of course, to cover the game as much as we can in our time. And we'll be starting this weekend also. So tune in, subscribe if you haven't yet. We are so close to 100 subscribers. It would be amazing to do this within the first month. Remember, we launched last year in March. So if February is the month that we can hit this 100 subscriber goal, that would be amazing. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the video description, in the comments down below. All the links, of course, that I mentioned on the articles that I talked about are in the video description down below. My name is Hostis, this is the new Byte, and I hope you have a nice day. Talk to you soon.